Yo, what up, though? It's your boy L to the Izzo. Welcome to Uncomfortable Conversations. What's up, y'all? We live, man. How y'all day been? How y'all week been so far? For those who are in the second day of their work week, I hope it's been the same one. I hope it's been cool. Hope you're able to keep a level head, positive vibe, positive mind frame out here, because the devil is working. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. How y'all doing? Tap in, tap in. Sipping with T. What's happening? D, what's happening? How y'all doing? Just waiting for some co-hosts. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a really good topic tonight. And it's probably going to go over the usual time. Yes, sir. D, what up, though? Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations, Sister Circle. Winning, well, you got the third place votes or second place votes or something like that. Yeah, that's what's up. That's dope. I hope that one day soon, that Uncomfortable Conversations next go around will be a part of that list. So we can get that notoriety out here. You know what I mean? All right. Got tapping in. Got Nate tapping in. Let's get it. Yo, what's the deal, sis?
What's going on?
I can't complain. Just trying to take it easy. Work
Yeah,
about to make me
I'm
go
pulling up at home.
insane. I see you. Yeah, I see you riding. That's
Yeah,
what we used to do. We used to do our shit in the car. When we ride around, and
right, right.
that's how we started. Yeah. And you know what I noticed? Because me and Brandon, that's how we started. That's why I actually came with this idea for us to do this podcast. Like he was doing his videos in the car, riding and just talking shit, and I was doing the same thing. And I was like, damn, cuz I know a lot of our videos is the same kind of like structure. Like we, in our whips, we giving game or talking about whatever
Right.
topics. Went from there. Yes, man. So how was your day today? How your day been? How's the mental?
It was a little tiring at work, but I made it through. I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Facts, facts. I have a question. So, like, our generation is trying to like now we're trying to break generational curses. We're trying to do this thing where we're trying to eliminate the toxicity and
Hold on. I'm about to connect. Hold
the
on one second. I'm trying to connect. Hold on.
I'll let you go ahead and get yourself settled.
Did I lose? Okay, wait. Okay, okay. Here I am. Okay. I'm connected. I missed your question.
So now what I was saying is, our generation, now that we're parents, we're trying to break these generational curses with how things that from our parents and parents, meaning great grands to grands to our parents, they had a level of raising us or getting brought up, in a way that I deem now is not suitable. So now our generation is trying to break a lot of those curses. So my question is,
Definitely.
with raising your boys, like what are some of the generational curses that you would like to see change with kids and raising them?
So, I think I mentioned this uh a little bit before about how we were taught to put our kids out at 18. You 18, you need to move out. Definitely not for me. I want my kids to be stable. I want them to have savings. I don't want them to go out in the world and be in debt. I want them to be able to, be the head of their households. And I don't think that you should have to leave at 18 because that you're not really ready. Men or women. Women are more ready than men at that age, but not really ready. Because you're not responsible. You're just learning. You're just getting of age to actually be out and do some things. So I think that with that being said, I think that's the generational curse I'm trying to break of that putting your kid out of 18. No.
Yeah, that's
Right.
definitely that's a major thing. I know a lot of people back in the day who got put out at 18, and it was like you're not even fully like developed
At all.
mentally to just go out in the world at 18 and just be on your own. It's a slim pickings, who have that ability, and it's mostly girls, mostly
Right.
women that have that opportunity or have the mind frame to just be out on their own
Right.
at 17, 19. But for boys, it's not that simple. We still need our moms a little bit after high school.
Right.
And
And women too.
yeah, yep. For me, a lot of the generational curses that I would like to change is what you mentioned, and also how our kids are brought up with as far as dating. I know our kids, they're gonna have their, fair share of my boys. They're gonna have a girl that they like. My daughter, she's gonna have a boy that she likes, and whatever, whatever. But I would like for them to not date until like they 18, 18,
Okay.
21. And I think I would like for my kids to just focus on just school, solely on school, focus on, all of what you want to do when you leave high school. I think that should be a child's focus, and focus on the dating scene and all of that, because when it comes to dating, it comes with a lot of baggage, a lot of,
Yeah.
just ongoing situations. And thinking about dating at an early age, like, probably, I don't know how old you were when you started dating, but I started dating when I was like 13, 14 years old. Back then, you didn't think that that age was young because you were living it. But now, being an adult, it's 13 young as hell. You not trying to, no, none of that boyfriend. You say what? Oh, there you go. So none of that boyfriend girlfriend stuff at early age, like 18, I think be the appropriate age, because when it comes to dating, in my day, we was having sex. Like I lost my virginity at 14. Thinking about that now with kids losing your virginity at 14, like dog,
Yeah. Yeah.
hell no, no way, ho,
Yeah, I didn't lose my
day I
virginity.
am not saying that. It ain't, even for my son, I would be kind of like upset, like, damn, son, like, fuck, man, like, you only
Yeah.
15, like, come on, man, like, you shouldn't be thinking about that kind of shit. Because I mean, a lot can happen. So I
Yeah,
just think that
I agree with
six,
you. I think 16 is an okay age to start. Like, not because you don't just because you're dating at a young age don't mean you gotta have sex.
mm-hmm,
So I think 16 is okay to start like going to the movies. You get it because think about it. I a few podcasts ago we were just talking about this. I think it might be in my first podcast when I was saying that I never dated. And if you start at 18 years old when you're in college, a lot of people find their soulmate in college, and they married the person that they was in or in high school. So you want your kids to learn experience dating, not 13, 14. Though. I think
it's
16,
just
17.
too young, like
Yeah,
13, 14, Jesus Christ.
I think 16 is good because typically kids are driving at 16. They're able, your mental status is a little bit more mature. I mean, it's a lot of things out there. I feel like don't you talk to your kids about sex. See, I hear it from my kids. I told my kids as soon as you have sex, if you're not married, you're gonna catch HIV. I'm not lying. I told my boys that, and for years they believed that they was growing up. So I will say
Good. That's
that was
good.
bad. That was terrible. That was so terrible. Like I feel like I should have just talked to them about sex so they could have they would have known about it and not be. I don't know. I feel like they were more curious probably, and this is why I got a grandson right now. Because I feel like I should have been talking about it, saying
Right.
stuff. So then I can prevent that and have them, and then they would be able to come talk to me about it, and we can, work on some stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It was just like I said, I was just thinking about that earlier on the ride home. Like, damn, like it's a lot of generational curse. What up, though? What's
What up,
happening?
though? Nothing much, man.
Good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good now. Yeah, I'm good now. Go ahead, though. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, like, it's just something I was thinking about it, on the way home, and just like, oh, it's just so much that's going on in this world, and we try to break these generational curses from all of the things that we have been, traumatized by, ass whoopings and all kinds of just serial dating and just all kinds of shit. Now that we have kids, boys especially, I was asking Nate, like, what are some generational curses that you would like to, get rid of or try to work on to eliminate? So I asked a question to you, like, what would be something that you would want to teach Beezy and Savvy not to do?
I was listening the whole time I was eating my food. The same thing that y'all pretty much said. Like, I would definitely teach my son, don't go girl crazy, especially at an early age, because I saw what it did to me. I didn't focus like I should have focused. Like, I could have been rich or just living more comfortable than what I'm living had I stayed focused on building myself up, getting into businesses or starting businesses, and focusing more on my money. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Getting ahead. Like, I really would instill that into BZ. Same thing with Savvy. Don't be with no. Well, actually, my approach with Savvy would be a little different. My approach with Savvy would be, don't date nobody that can't do nothing for you. Stay single until you get with somebody that's on a higher level than you. Because let's be real, nobody is able to grow if they hanging around people of the same ilk all the time.
Right, right.
So that's exactly what I would teach both my son and my daughter.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit.
You definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Because my son, he's everything that I wasn't at his age. You know what I'm saying? Looks wise, courage, just charisma, everything. I didn't have that at no early, like 4 all the way up until 10 years old now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that. He used to walk up to beautiful women, walk right up to them. Hey, how you doing? My name is Brandon. This is my dad. Like, bro, you gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time I was with his mom, but he was just that. He was just that kid. So
Yeah.
as time went on, he got into school. Next thing you know, Daddy, I got a girlfriend. Daddy, I got a girlfriend. Daddy, I got a girlfriend. Hey, bro, you need to slow down, relax. It ain't cute. Okay, you got to chill out. Focus on being a kid. You got plenty of time to be an adult. However, I do understand that's me and his mom's fault for him growing up too fast because of what he had to see. So I do get where he trying to like just hurry up and grow up. Like, no, but you gotta relax, son. This is not the way right now. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused on what you're doing in school. Get your mind right, get your money right, then go do what you want to do. But be safe.
Facts. No, that's definitely facts. And T said that girl crazy stuff can get you messed up. Actually, right. You are definitely right.
Yeah.
Which this kind of leads us into our topic here. So I asked that question. The contradictions of dating. With that, in my opinion, this whole topic came off of just me watching another pod, and it was a question or a comment that was said that made me think of this. And it's like, damn, is dating, finding yourself and doing all this dating that you do in the 20s and mid 30s, like, is that the actual proper way to move? Because it's a lot of successful people who, I'm talking for the folks who do want to get married. they have a hard time finding a good relationship because in my opinion, it's like you've been involved with so much energy. You done took in so much energy. And the contradiction for both is somebody will say, well, I don't want to marry no chick who's been with a lot of dudes. And
Mm.
it would say the same shit. I don't want to marry no dude who's been with a lot of chicks. But in hindsight, because of all this dating and finding yourself you've been doing over the years since you've been having sex, this is the situation that we deal with dating and trying to find yourself and all this other shit that we been just so, in my opinion, just wrongfully directed. Like finding yourself shouldn't always be involved just dating a bunch of people. Because of dating a bunch of people, you pretty much, I'm speaking for women, like you probably don't even want to fuck with dudes. Cause you like, man, I've been with so many niggas and it's just hard. Like to find just a good sensible dude, a good mind on his head, who got a little bit of money, he gotta be rich, but a little bit careful with how he spends his money and good with finances and have a place and can protect and this and that and the third. It's hard. It's hard for these women out here. I'm noticing this shit. I'm seeing it. It's a lot of complaints coming in. So it's like, is dating actually the move, or should you just focus on just you? And when that person comes, it comes.
Go ahead, Nate. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to that one. Yo, Nate. Oh, she got a connection thing. But I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like dating and getting yourself together. Well, actually, I feel like get yourself together is more important first. First and foremost, before you start dating, you do need to have yourself together because let's be real, dating ain't cheap. It ain't
No,
cheap at all. So
no.
the way I see it, yeah, the way I see it, you need to have all your ducks in a row before you get out here and start dating, calling yourself dating. Women talk, unfortunately, like a lot, good or bad. And you don't want your name to be out here as the guy that was a cheapskate, didn't do this, didn't do that. On top of that, being lame in bed or whatever the case may be. You have to have your stuff together. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, but you definitely got to have your things in order before you get out here and start dating, especially the dating just to be dating. You know what I'm saying?
Just to be with somebody, it's a waste. It's a waste of your time.
Absolutely. So
I feel
that's what I
like,
feel about it.
oh, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you good. Go ahead. I was
I
done.
feel like, um, since I didn't get a chance to do a lot of dating, I feel like the women or men, I feel like you should explore. I feel like, because I don't believe that you have to have sex with everybody you date, right? And because it's gonna be some people that you're not attracted to. It's gonna be some people that just turn you off like that. It's gonna be some people that you're really attracted to, just physically attracted to.
Mhm.
So if it's somebody you're not physically attracted to when you meet them, you might date them and then become attracted to them, right? And it might become more. So I feel like you should be out there dating. I feel like you just, go explore, see what you like, see what's out there, because you don't want to limit yourself to how I feel like I did. I feel like I knew the people. I typically dated people I knew. It. Richard is the only person that I've dated that I did not know. I didn't know his background. I didn't know anything about him. So that was great for me. It was the first time, and look, he's my husband. But I knew people I was trying to date or court, so to speak. I did it because I knew them. So I didn't explore. I didn't get a chance to enjoy going on dates, getting picked up, what I'm saying, being taken out, things like this. So I feel like you should do that. And I feel like men should also do it because then you get a chance to learn how to treat a woman. You get a chance to get out there and see what it's like. And also you get to see if you like it, if you like this person, if feel like this is for you. Women can do the same thing, treat sometime. So I feel like dating is should be it's necessary, fill it out. And then you don't have to, you can have them go into it with a mindset like, I want this, this, and that. But then when you get out there and start dating, you might realize that's not what you would want. So I feel like you should get out there and explore. I feel like it should be, test the waters.
I agree. You should definitely test the waters. It just, unfortunately, sometimes testing the waters end up leading to people not being safe. You know what I'm saying? So I would highly promote being safe because they got all kind of stuff out here. Stuff y'all probably ain't even heard of. And yeah, it ain't no joke. Plus, you don't want to end up having kids with the wrong person. Oh,
that is something that I was gonna say, because that happens a lot. Like, that's like, dating is the lead cause of why there's a lot of kids born out of wedlock, and I'm guilty. That's not the design for us to be having kids out of wedlock.
No.
And it's like the new norm, but that's what happens when you out here dating.
right.
I wonder, how do you guys feel about it's of dating yourself first?
I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
Very
Even at an early age, say it's, 17, 18, 19, just dating yourself.
I think that's really good.
I think more of the younger generation should do that, because that gives them an opportunity to get to know themselves before they expect somebody else to get to know them. So I feel like
Right.
that's key. That's key.
So when you dating yourself, you already are starting to get the understanding of what you don't like and what you like, just by doing, dating yourself. So it's never been piloted, it's never been tried, so I don't say this a fact, but I just feel that would save a lot of drama, a lot of headache, a lot of unnecessary situations that we have in the past have put ourselves through and are now living because of the effects of our actions. That would eliminate a lot of things. Just date yourself early. And then by the time when you're 21, 22, you hit college or during college, you gonna meet that person, and that person is going to be who you are going to. I mean, just think about how a lot of the older generation, they've been married since they were 18, 21, and their marriage lasted for like some years, 50 years, 40 years. Now, I'm not saying that, let's replicate the times, but I think some of those methods could be brought into now to help change this whole dating dynamic, because, man, we have to fix this black family dynamic. And once we do that, we all as a people will thrive. And that's why I love love. And when people tell me they married, it's like, hell yeah, another black. We need more of those. So to keep the needle moving forward, I think we need to restructure how we parent and how we upbring these kids.
I agree. I think that's the perfect move. I mean, obviously our kids gonna choose their own path, but at least you can groom them to go in that area. Go in that same direction. Because Lord knows, man, if I could start over, I would do it. Long as I ended up with the person that I went right down, I would definitely redo it. I ain't even gonna lie. So I think that's key. I believe that's key.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, with going back to what you guys were saying a few minutes ago, I don't feel like dating really gets you to have kids out of wedlock, because I wasn't dating. I literally just was having sex, so I had kids out of wedlock. But I feel like if I would have dated, I probably would have had kids a little bit later, because I would have been out there trying to date and actually see and actually like have fun, because you can't, and like somebody said on here, I've just seen it. You do want to date before, or have your children learn to date before they leave home, so they can know that they can come back home. You can give them feedback. Hey, Dad, that's not a good idea. Don't date that person. Help them out, because when you get out there in college and you just out there, because most people get to college, baby, they get out there, wilding. I'm talking about everything because they finally free. They doing shit they ain't never done before. So you kind of want that. You want to try to do that, explore that before. Like you said, teach your children maybe to date themselves, or you learn how to date yourself. This goes for grown people too. Learn how to date yourself, because grown people, once they get free too, you might have been in a relationship and didn't date. Once you get out there relationship, now you the fuck out there. Now you out here in the streets. When they say I'm outside. So
Yeah,
now you outside.
I'm back outside, y'all.
Right.
So now you outside. So I feel like you have to learn some things. Learn about yourself first. Learn how to, what to do, what you like and what you don't like. Go out there. You don't have to have sex because you're dating somebody. You don't even have to have sex because you're attracted to somebody. Like 100%. You can just be attracted and just make sure that you try to, if I want to have kids, but I don't want to do it this way, then don't have sex. Or if you do, make sure you're protecting yourself. Make sure you're on birth control. Make sure you're using a condom. And then you doing what you need to do. And it's not 100%, but it's 99% shortage. It's going to help you do what you need to do, if that's the route you want to go. Otherwise, just date and stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? And try to be, I know it's easier said than done, but if that's what you really want, then it can be done. And you ain't got to go out here and be having kids by anybody. Because I wish that I would have been married when I had my children to the person that I'm married to right now. But I'm glad I got my kids. I'm very, very, I'm happy that I got them.
Oh,
but if I could do it,
yeah. For the blessing.
Yeah. But if I could do it over, I would have tried to do it the right way.
Exactly.
That's what's
and
up.
date it.
What's up with these comments, y'all?
Yeah, let's see.
Quay said, I dated myself for 2 years and focused on me. Then I found my current boyfriend. That's what's up.
What's up?
That's your daughter, right?
Let me see. Who is it?
Quay 2 times?
That's my daughter. That's my daughter. That's my son's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I missed that comment. Let me see.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to date yourself.
Got somebody want to chime in.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, nice. Always a chime in. Take time, my slow ass.
What up?
Hey.
You was
up?
still live basement.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What, man? Okay, this is a great topic. I love it. I got a boy and a girl, right? And the fact that before they both was born, I'm like, y'all think I'm playing, but arranged marriages is gonna be over. Think about it. My kids ain't about to date none of you retarded mofos. Man, like, okay. So and this is the thing. If you were 80s baby growing up, there was a certain like standard, and they told like, if you gonna date, I need you as a dude, I need you to the house. You gotta come into the house. There's no honking. What? So you coming in or no? Cause she ain't coming out until you come in. So what did that mean?
Right.
I don't. My female cousins, we were more like, all right, who's dude? You bringing them to a barbecue? Who's dude? And it ain't like, oh, these guys are hard. No, we need to know who you are. Who are you? You like, oh, who's dude? Yeah, who are you? You know what I'm saying? And that's what that was. No, we ain't trying to be hard. It's a protection thing. Who are you? What are you about? You know what I mean? Bow Wow. I actually knew him on that movie he did about the young lady who had got kidnapped by her crazy boyfriend. I mean, like, because those happen. Like, you get so involved and then the dude take over, then what? No, those things really happen. But I made mention about age to start say 15. I would say 15. 15. Only because at that point we were kind of into our emotions, kind of knew what we knew, and then we knew what we thought we knew, which was a big difference. That's like, hey, I'm going to try this because I know this, but I'm not going to try this because I know this. I don't really know if this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If best friend tells you, oh, my girl really she talk about da-da-da-da-da, right? Now, you've had communications with girl, and you really like you, but best friend say you like you, she likes you. So you go out on a limb because of best friend. And best friend was just trying to set you up for failure. So that's that, we knew what we knew, but we knew what we thought. Like, okay, cool. I think she liked me, but I'm not And it was cool because that kept us in a perspective of, we're not risk something that's a little too dangerous. Nowadays, like, yo, I don't care if she like me or not. Shit, I'm about to, it is what it is. And the girls don't even have, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say who's ever listening and viewing, no common sense to say otherwise. Like, it kind of goes along like, okay, cool, do. And, okay, cool. I know more people, all four of us know more people who smoke weed in a high school age now than when we were in school. You could probably one, maybe two hands on how many people you knew who smoked weed in high school during our time compared to now. You need all 10 fingers and probably the 10 toes. And maybe the wifeys. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole generation. It's just a lot that's different that makes this a really more of a now than it was then. Like I had music, the song 17, music, I Just Want to Sing. The album, I Just Want to Sing. He had a song, it was called 17. During that time, early 2000s, I told her to come to the club, had a problem at the door, he not even legal. Now, you know that was happening crazy then, but it was out of sight. You know what I'm saying? They kind of kept that under wraps. Now this shit,
yeah, this is blatant. It's blatant.
Yeah. Blatant than a mug. You see what I'm saying? So there's a difference. So now, when we talking about and our kids are in that future of the 15-year radius. I got a daughter. She's 10, 15 to put her in that age range. My son is 7, so 10 to 15 to put him in that age. No. I need you to understand, one, you as a dude, to understand when a girl is trying to manipulate a situation. I need you as a lady to understand when the dude is trying to manipulate a situation.
That's why I feel like we should give them the game and give them the game early so they can maneuver it early. Because
then it was all about, no, don't have sex because you're going to get somebody pregnant. And no. Okay, listen, I'm not going to tell my son to not, and I'm not going to tell you, you just find yourself in that situation and it happens, just wrap that mother up, please. First thing first. You, as a young lady, I need you to understand, not every dude has the best interest at heart. That thing you got there, pause. Because I don't need no crazy niggas at the door. I don't need no grand at that time. You wrap that thing up because we don't need no grandbaby at a time. But you understand what's happening. You understand our kids may be creative artists and genius or whatever. We don't need leeches. I need you to understand what is going on now. You, young lady, you may get you at the mall. 40-year-old dude. Yo, baby, yo.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate you, my dog.
It's fucking on point. But we got to get some more folks on, man. We got to get as many people, many people on here, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you.
I got
So, hit that X in that corner, dog.
in that game. He comes with a very a wide perspective. He thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that he was saying was very on point. See where he was coming from, especially with the arrangement. You have a lot of other ethnicities who do that. Indians do it, the Arabians do it, the Chaldeans do it. Some Muslims, they do it. So
definitely.
That could possibly work in the black community.
Yeah, because at first I used to think that was stupid, but it's actually smart. It's actually smart. Like, the dad come out of nowhere, peep the dude out. Nah, he not the one for you. Don't even do that.
Exactly. Or it's called courting, where they court, where they do come and talk to the father, say, hey, I have an interest in your daughter. I would like to date her. I would like to do X, Y, and Z. And then the father approves, like, okay, yeah, you can date my daughter, or you can go ahead and court her for marriage.
Right.
Yep.
I would be cool with that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Go ahead, cuz what's going on?
Every dude
what up, though?
If you have an interest in my daughter,
what up?
Holla at Pops.
Right, exactly. What up, G?
All right,
go ahead, my dog.
Where you at, man? You always in the car, dark, tasting shit.
Hey, out here grinding, fam. Out here grinding, man.
Go ahead, man. What you was about to say, bro?
Hey, on the topic, man. Hey, yeah, my man was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with a lot of the things he said. Like,
definitely.
I don't agree all the way with arranged marriages, but I do agree with them. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. You feel me? Like the old school way, like where you got where like you ask for a hand in marriage type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I got one daughter, I got 3 sons. You feel me? And I must say, like when I was younger, I had my first son at about 20 years old. Right? I was 20. You feel me? I was in the army and shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and his mama had known each other for years. And as he got older, I remember when I realized, I said, damn, man, I got to have a conversation with this nigga about motherfucking sex, because this shit is way earlier than we went through it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an old man. I just don't look it. You feel me? But, okay, what's going on, man?
You only as old as you feel, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, hey, yeah, my spirit, nigga, I'm about 17, 18 again with the mind of a 90-year-old nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, man, I remember I used to tell my son and my nephew, they like a couple months apart. Now they like little young men, right? And they moving and shaking. But I remember at one point I was telling them, like, hey, nigga, they out here for you, you know what I'm saying? And I had this little analogy I used to give them. Like, let's just say it really is like we 3-1, right? 4-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got all the ones from the lame niggas. Then you got the homosexual niggas that don't want them anyway. So really, nigga, you got your picking of whatever you want. But strap up and watch out for these fucking gold diggers and sack chasers. You know I'm old school. I still say sack chasers. You know what I'm saying? But I used to tell them that. But then, niggas, I just had this realization, like, you been giving them wrong fucking advice, bruh. And when I got that realization, I told them, I said, look, man, I've been teaching y'all niggas wrong, because I was telling them this at 12, 13, because that I knew my little young dogs on the block would tell me stories about getting their first shit at 12, 13. You feel me? And they was older than my boys, so I'm like, shit, hey, nigga, this ain't too far away. But then I went back and I revised, and I told them this. I say, look, man, this is what you need to do. And I heard other things on this. I say, look, you got a couple different lives, right? You got your first life, which is you with your parents. That ain't really your life. That's your parents' life for you. and then you got your life, right? That's the time where you hang out, you go to school, you get in your trade and all of that, right? Now, while you doing that, you could be dating and doing all of this or whatever, but don't get serious with shit because you need to get your bread up. So yeah, you can have little sums you hitting or whatever, but don't get serious. Cause I'll be a fool to lie to y'all and tell y'all that you can do it. You
see,
cannot have sex before marriage, nigga. I didn't do it, so I'm not a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So then now once you get into your career and everything, you done travel with your boys, found out what you like and all of that. Now it's time to start looking for a female. And this is your third life. Now y'all need to live life together before y'all have some fucking kids. Don't get married because you had kids. No, wait. Get married. And I tell them, don't do it like I did it, because although I wouldn't trade y'all for shit in the world, nigga, I wish I would have had y'all all about one woman. Nigga, my stress would be a lot lower. I would get a lot more time with all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, on the other hand, with my daughter, of course, I don't speak to her like I speak to my sons, but we have come to the agreement that, okay, 16 is cool for dating, right? Because I don't want my daughter to get out there and start dating in fucking college, or not have dated before college and I have dealt with dudes on her own and been able to gauge herself. You know what I'm saying? And know and even see shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I spit it to all my kids real. You know what I'm saying? And I let my daughter know, shit, niggas don't only want one fucking thing. And I know this because I was a little young motherfucking dude. Even when I thought I was in love, I wanted one motherfucking thing.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep. Same here.
And a lot of times when I got that, I ain't give a fuck about the girl no more.
let me ask you this question. Knowing that you have a girl, right? So you raising her and you giving her the game from your perspective, because you've been through it already. So
Right.
you pretty much are giving her the blueprint already of what a real nigga is. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I give her the blueprint to what the fuck nigga is. I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't give her the blueprint to what the fuck I don't want her to be.
Hold
Just
on.
being real. But go ahead.
Hold on. You got to hear it all out. So, to the best of your knowledge, you giving her this game on what a real nigga is and how you see fit, right?
Right.
You giving her that at the age of, all through high school. She's looking for everything that you say is what it is and what it ain't. So already, without her even being in a relationship, she looking at dudes like, okay, that's how this guy maneuver. That gave me the game on that. He already told me that, so that's how this guy maneuver. So she already seeing this all through high school. So by the time when she gets 17, 18, she graduate high school, she should already have it in her mind exactly at that point on, okay, this is what I would like. So if this approaches me, I'm gonna go with it. Would you agree with that segment or segment?
Well, you saying that she sees somebody that's like me, or like, has my qualities that she
All
appreciate?
everything you done already schooled her up on. You not even just schooling her, because when you spending time with your daughter, you treating your daughter like a lady. So
Right.
she's seeing how a lady should be treated by how you are treating her. Right?
Yeah.
You may be opening the door for her. You paying
Yeah, and
for.
I tell her, if a nigga don't open the door for you, you don't
You
never
know
go
what
on
I'm
a date
saying?
with that nigga again.
You giving her the basic game already by spending that time and giving her the game throughout those high school years. So when she even hit college, she already know. My daddy told me bet, 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 bet. And if I don't see none of that, beat it. So she don't have to date. She already know.
No, but see, this is the thing. And we all know this, like all of us old enough and then been to enough jobs and been to enough schools to know the book ain't shit like the real world when you get out there in the field doing that real job. the shit they taught you in the book, it gives you a basis. And that goes for home too. Like, yeah, you could tell a kid how to act out in public all day, but if you don't take them out in public and make them learn out in public, then it ain't shit. That's why we have live fires and like, you know, I was in the army, so you know that's why you have live fires and you put people in situations, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, you're not mimicking people actually getting killed, but they know the dangers of if they make a mistake right here. And say when you going through the we had to climb, we had to like scoot on our backs under a razor wire, right? And this fucking 50 cal bullets flying over our heads. And if you lift up, you will be shot. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But that was as close as they could get to real world experience, right? Without actually having a nigga get shot in the head, right?
Right.
So, but even from that, there is still a difference from knowing that it's a nigga really trying to kill you on the other side, right?
Right.
So it was like, remember, I'm gonna get you, sucker, right? Where the nigga was like, man, I was trained for combat. I was trained. Then he got out there and that nigga started tap dancing. This one was typewriter. This one was motherfucking Secretary of the Year. Remember that shit? Yeah, because that's the same thing with dealing with people. And I'm gonna tell you this. Just because you have to be able to start getting signs of different people and different personalities and knowing them for yourself, because most child molesters, not to take it to that drastic level, but I have to say this, they are some of the most cunning motherfuckers you're gonna meet, right? And they are the most manipulative, and they put on faces all the time. So that's the same thing with rapists and everything. So it's a difference in a nigga being in high school where, okay, you know, I got to take her back home. You feel me? And a nigga being in college where, shit, I could just say whatever. Especially don't let it be a football player, a basketball player, or don't let her go to the army. Because like I said, I was in the army, and there be some foul shit going on there that gets covered up too. I don't know if it still does, but I know that shit got covered up in the army, bro. So you don't want her to go to the army. Let's just not even talk about college. You don't want her to go away at 18 and not have no experience of when she should stay away from motherfucker from real life settings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. Oh, shit, we appreciate you coming on, G, for real.
Appreciate you, G, bro.
Hey, for sure, man. One love. I'm about to hit the X. The X, right?
Yeah, y'all just hit that X in the corner.
There we go.
For sure.
My man. All right, Sipping with T. You say you want to come in, girl. I got you. Invite you in. Go ahead, accept that invite and chat.
Yo, what up, dog?
What's up? Yeah, Sipping T in the building. Hey, y'all. I had to tap in. Stop. I had to tap in with y'all, not on this topic, like for real.
Right.
First, I'm keeping 2 minutes.
Okay.
Second of all, I don't know if that's your white cousin or whatever. I didn't catch his name, but
Joe, that was Joe.
Okay, I totally agree with him. Everything he said. The first thing I agree with is because first of all, dating is not the same no more. Like when we was dating, it ain't even 100%. It's 200% different now. And I have a son now, so I'm kind of like really iffy on my kid because, like I said, he ain't the fattest thing in the world, but he's nice looking. He dressed nice. And girls don't go about her anymore. They go about what you got and what you dressing. You know what I mean? And my son dresses nice, but back in our day, we made sure we had 2 pair, black and a white pair K-Swisses to go to school. Remember, y'all? A black and white pair of Air Force Ones, right?
Yeah.
We didn't care about no $800-900 shoes. We wanted to go to the skating ring, go to the penny candy store. No. They want to go to the plug now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be a grandmama. I don't want my son to have to deal with no hood rat and nobody want to take up for child support because I would pay my son child support. Because you ain't going to stress mine out. And that's just how I feel. And I'm real strict on dating now. You got to worry about, you got dating apps out here right now. You date somebody on a dating app, you got to worry about if you meet up with them, is they setting you up to get robbed. You know what I mean? You trying to step outside your box. to the dating app. Then you don't want to meet somebody that that knows somebody that you know. Because then you
Right.
want people out your business.
Mhm.
Y'all married. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it comes to the dating scene, it's just not the same no more. Like he said, and I want to touch on that for sure. Back in the day, we used to be like, my daughter not going nowhere. I need to see who you are.
Mhm.
Now, 80% of households are single parents that can't be with their kids every day at home. So you got these 16-year-old girls dating these 25-year-old men. They meeting up at their friend house. They picking them up. You get what I'm saying? They getting caught. It's a lot of sex offenders that's on the register right now that shouldn't be on the register because it's a lot of girls that lie about their age.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to tap in with that, man. Dating is not the same anymore. It's kind of scary.
That's
Yeah,
real.
it is.
That's
Yeah,
real.
It's kind
it's,
I'll speak from my perspective from back when I was younger, because I could date. You right, because it's scary and it's trafficking, all kinds of shit going on. It's
yeah.
got to be careful.
I'm for real. First of all, you got to stay away from like I said, you want to keep it dating. First of all, you want to put your life private now. It's very important to have your life private now.
Yeah.
So you don't want nobody to hook you up, but then you don't want to step outside the bounds because you don't know who you dating.
Yes.
So I hang with my ex. I don't care. Let's go to town. Let's do this. Because I know you. I just don't have the patience because I'm too busy worried about my son. He be like, oh, this girl cute. I'd be like, well, what's her background? Dating now, you can't just date somebody. You got to know their life, their background, their family background,
Yep.
they mom and daddy. You can't just date. Everybody dating for fun right now, either for money.
Wow, you know what, T? What you just described, a colleague of mine, she's Japanese. That's exactly their culture.
Mm-hmm.
They find out about you. They want to know about your parents. They want to know about your parents' parents. They want to know about what your parents make, how long they've been making that money, what degrees do your mom and father have. Like, they want to know all of that before that they even give their daughter the go to.
Because childhood matters.
Not even boyfriend and girlfriend, but just to date.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know all of these things. That's in the Japanese and also Chinese culture.
Oh yeah.
They have successful marriages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we got to start dating for a purpose, y'all. We can't be dating because of what you got. Back in the day, you date to get married. Like you said, people got dated in middle school and they end up with their high school sweethearts. Nowadays, oh, you drive a Camaro? Shit, where you taking me to?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, dating got to stop. Some point, it got to be a thin line between dating. Like, what are we doing here?
Right. Yeah.
You got been with somebody for so long, and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know the girl had to tap in for a minute.
Yeah. That's how it should be going though. Like from the jump.
Yeah.
When people start kicking it, you find a distraction to somebody, that need to be the first thing. Hey, what do you want from me? If you want to just have fun, just say you want fun. You want a relationship? All right, let's do this relationship and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming.
And I wanted to say one more thing before I get off of here.
Go ahead.
I know guys have a problem with their baby mamas, but at the end of the day, when we got kids and we want them to have a successful life, we got to find a way to come together. You ain't got to be in love with your baby mama. You ain't got to be in love with your baby daddy. But sometimes you got to put that hate and that anger to the side for some time to make sure that your kids are successful.
Hold on.
Absolutely.
I had to tap on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel you. Our fellow podcaster from the Sister Circle D in here, you gonna have to pray for me on that one. What she said, you gonna have to pray.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for myself.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna pray for myself too.
Pray for me.
But thank y'all for having me, y'all.
Hey, thank you for coming
Y'all know
on,
much
man.
love.
Yep.
Oh,
Check you out tomorrow.
always.
All right.
Peace.
Sipping with T Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
I was
Yeah.
between her and church last week because I be in Bible study on Wednesday. I'm like, Jesus, back on.
You be jumping back and forth.
Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey.
All right, we got one more person, y'all. Cuz want to tap in.
All right, bet.
Here we go. It's taking a little minute.
Yeah. Reese, what's good?
Hey.
What's happening, fam?
Turn your Bluetooth on. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Okay. So, I raised daughters, and I was a teenage mom. I didn't raise my children, but I had kids when I was 14. So that was something that I was so afraid of to repeat. There's, they say cycles repeat themselves. So I was so afraid of that for my daughters that I tried to brainwash movement. Everybody ain't on it, and people might not agree, but I ain't give a fuck. I was gonna do whatever I needed to do not to have teenage daughter mothers on my hand. So I had my children watch a couple of pornos, and I told them that the women that was doing all the hollering, they were
Wait. Cuz,
what?
wait 1 second. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but listen. How old were they when you had them watch pornos?
I made them do
Don't
it.
say that.
I made them do it at
Don't
a.
incriminate
The
yourself.
wait, don't say you made them do it. Say you
Well,
made them watch it.
I had them watch it at two different ages,
Okay.
one age and then another age.
Okay. All right.
Was
I
for the
got it.
fact that I need them to, talking to them about it was different than showing them in my head. So I was like, you see this young lady, screaming and hollering. She's screaming and hollering because that's God punishing her because that's not her husband. And he's hurting her. That hurts. I said, that's why that she's making that noise. So if you don't want God to punish you,
Yo.
you will not have sex until you
Play
get
with
married,
you.
right?
I'm about to play with you today.
Listen, on some real shit, and it was working. It worked. And then in early, later years, they had some other influences in their life, reality TV and all that bullshit. No matter how much I tried to block it out and shit, they. I had to have them watch another one, and I'm like, oh, y'all must have forgot the lesson.
Oh, y'all
Here's
must
the
have
goddamn
forgot.
lesson, right? So I had them watch it again, and then at that time, I learned that I was lying, so I had to switch the shit up, right?
Okay. Because
Had to
they
switch
going to
the shit
find
up.
out. They going to find
Okay,
out.
Yo, I gotta get them on here. They gotta come on the show and tell this
listen.
story, bro.
I had to switch the shit up. I switched the shit up, and then it was okay. So you're able to now date when you're 16, and it was because I've seen a kid being raised not being able to explore other social environments, and I saw what it did to that kid, and I was like, hell no, my kid can't be out here 18, 19 fucking clueless on how to socialize with motherfuckers. So I got to get them out here, right? Okay, cool. Y'all can date when y'all 16. Here's the parameters. We had to know them. They had to date, not boyfriend and girlfriend. They had to date for at least a year. We had to know their parents, their backgrounds, what they needed to do. If they had iPhones, I had to fucking follow them. I did the whole fucking
That's
listen.
real.
Listen, I did some crazy shit. I did Will Smith and Martin Lawrence on the first guy that my oldest dated with my best friend who was a police officer,
Oh,
and
from
let
Bad
him
Boys
know
2.
Yeah.
you will come up missing. Don't play with us. So I was reeling riding for my babies, and my daughter ended up having her first child out of wedlock, and on some real shit, it hurt my feelings and it blew me back. But then I had to realize that at the end of the day, how the fuck am I gonna be mad at my kid for the shit that I fucking did as a kid? Not only that, my daughter dated this man for damn near 4 years before anything like that ever happened. They know where they're going in their future. I think for parents, I understand we're trying to protect our kids. And again, you hear the lengths that I went to try to protect my daughters. I didn't give a damn. You couldn't have told me that I was wrong. I was doing what I felt like necessary for me not to have teenage fucking mothers on my hand. So whatever. Um, and
You saw fit.
Mm-hmm.
and I think that we forget as parents, the very first thing is we were kids at first. We were kids at first, and these motherfuckers do not come with a goddamn booklet or a guide
Nope.
or nothing. And we are trying our best to undo the wrong that we felt like we were done
Yeah.
as kids. And I just had this conversation with a vice principal today. I said, we fucked up. We fucked up because now, as our kids are the ages that they are, we realize now where we went, that we fucked up. We shouldn't have unwronged. We shouldn't have tried to right a lot of those what we felt like was wrong, because now we understand them as adults. There's a place for kids, and it is not in adult conversations. But nowadays, I see adults having children in the room when they're speaking. I don't understand that. They have children answering doors. I don't understand that.
No, fuck no. Ain't no kid answering my goddamn door.
I don't get how a kid can tell you that they're not going to do something. I don't understand that.
Right.
And we have made these kids, and it's our fucking fault. We have made them entitled because of what we tried to undo in our upbringing. And again, some of it went right. No, they wasn't. I didn't put hands on my kids. Both of them together, I can count on one hand how many times I had to put my hands on them in a violent manner.
Yeah.
And after the third or fourth time, and again, that's both of them together, I was like, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't okay. I should not have to put my hands on you for you to understand that you need me, motherfucker. I don't need you. I don't yell at my kids. Can tell you right now, they didn't come up with a mother who yelled and who cussed them out and and called them out their names because dishes wasn't done or their rooms wasn't clean. I ain't give a fuck. You don't do your chores, cool. I ain't about to yell at you because I control your fucking life. I control when you come and when you fucking go. When you can pick up that phone and when you can't. So
And
why
that
am I
allowance.
upsetting myself? The moment they came to me for some shit, that's when they heard real comfortable language. Nah, nigga, I ain't doing shit. You said fuck me, so fuck you right back. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't remember saying fuck me? You said fuck me when you didn't do what the fuck I asked you to do. So let me show you how life does you. Life says fuck you right back. Learn this lesson, and perhaps we won't have to have this colorful conversation again. I was just a different type of fucking
Yeah.
breed when it came to upbringing my kids. And I can tell you right now, my daughters being who they are and what they are, I am fucking proud of them. I am proud of them, and I am proud of the path that they're going down. Now, no, it ain't the path that I set out for them. My baby, my youngest right now, she's supposed to be almost about to graduate from college, being a fashion designer. My youngest, she's supposed to be a geneticist or a motherfucking lawyer. Both of them heifers is two different totally things, and I fucking love them for it. Because they found their path, and they did it their fucking way. And who am I to tell them that was the wrong goddamn way? Indeed, I'm out.
For sure. We appreciate you, cuzzo.
Appreciate that,
No.
cuzzo. She gave game. That was fact.
Yeah, that's what's up.
He was spitting some shit.
Let's get to these comments real quick. See what's going on.
Comments in there. You're just tuning in. We are discussing the contradictions of dating, benefits, the downfalls, the disappointments.
Yeah.
All yeah, that's what we talking about.
Dewana, she has said, I was just talking about how we are building these kids so much, buying these kids so much expensive stuff that when they get older, they're not going to appreciate earning things because they had it all when they were kids. Oh my God, bro, that is facts.
Definitely.
That is facts, man. Like they don't even understand the struggle it is to stay up to par with what they want. You know what I'm saying? On top of giving them what they need. Like, that's why I'm in agreement with kids starting to learn about money in school, learn about credit in school at an early age, and all of that stuff. Like,
Learn
I
about
don't want, I don't want to be, I don't want my son or my daughters to be pushed out there like how I was when I turned 18. I want them to be ready for the world. I wasn't ready. I did a lot of dumb shit, and I'm just now like really making my mark and being straight right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very vital. That kids get that understanding with what comes with money and everything else, saving it, buying what you want versus or buying what you need versus what you want. All of that.
Mhm.
I think that's imperative.
Yeah. And learn, like D said, she said they don't understand the value of a dollar, and I agree, and that's partially our fault because we don't teach them the value of a dollar. We
Yeah.
don't teach actual value of money, which money isn't shit. It's not. All money is just a tool for you to live.
Mm-hmm.
All it is. It's a
Yes.
tool.
Yeah.
Once people understand what money is in depth, you'll be all right. You'll be like, all right, cool. I know what I need to do to secure this tool, how much I need to secure, and I'll be able to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Once we teach our kids that, I'm telling you, and actually us need to learn it, comprehend it, and learn it so that we can teach our kids that. I'm telling you, man, we'll thrive. Money
Absolutely.
is some bullshit. Why do you
Yeah,
think all
man.
currencies is coming out? Cryptocurrency, coin. Jim Jones got a coin. Everybody got a fucking coin.
Right.
Money ain't real.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a new way to it's just a new way to make some things happen for the new age or whatnot. I don't think it's gonna. I don't obviously if money about to be out of the picture at some point because of Bitcoin or whatever else have you, it's gonna keep going like that as we live.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. You know what? And this is a silly question. This is a really silly question. But how do y'all think the strip club's gonna be if they get rid of money? No, for real. Think about that.
Niggas gonna be sending that shit digitally like a motherfucker. Oh,
Okay.
Oh wait.
off the
No, no,
phone.
no. I know they're
Period.
gonna be sending it. I know they're gonna be sending
Tap
it,
and pay.
but
Tap and pay.
no, I get it, bro. Listen though. Think about how whack it's gonna be with nobody. They're gonna have to probably do it where if somebody like sends some money to them, like virtually, they're gonna have some 3D money come fly out of nowhere and go into the girl
All the
thumb or
make
something.
it stuff, all the make it rain, all the make it
Yeah.
all that gonna be dead. That's gonna
I'm
be
not about to
none
play.
of that. It's gonna be all of this. Boop, boop, boop.
Yep.
Oh, digital. Oh, they gave you $100. Oh, that's what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. Everything digital.
Ain't gonna be at some point. There gonna be no more of that money phone stuff into your
Ah,
ear. You know, all of that. It's gonna be a
dead.
wrap, bro.
Dead.
Yeah.
This was a good pod, man. I really
It
like it.
Yeah.
was. You know, I really loved everybody's point of view. Different,
Mhm.
because you need that. Like, I had a point of view like about dating, but I was thinking about my younger days where I didn't date. I didn't get that experience. I still think it's a good idea, but you have to be real careful nowadays. Like, you really have to be careful because it's a lot going on. And I didn't even think about that. I was just wishing that I had that experience of dating. You know, again, I dated. I was how old was I when we started dating? Because we dated. Richard actually dated me. So I was old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was grown. I was in my 30s.
You wasn't old though. That's not old.
I
It's
mean, I
not
was,
older. You were older,
yeah, I
but
was older. Yeah, I was a little seasoned, but I wasn't really seasoned.
older, but not old.
But so I felt like it was necessary. But listening to everybody else's perspective, I'm like, yeah, you gotta be careful because
Yeah.
it out there to get you.
Yeah, absolutely.
People,
Yes.
things, will get you.
Yeah, man. Definitely a dope pod. We appreciate everybody coming on and tapping in, man. This was nice. Hey, listen, everybody, I'm doing Ramadan, so that's why I'm about to be late for the rest of this month, or you might catch me tapping off for a minute and then coming back on. So if you see that happening, that's all it is.
We gonna hold it down. This is what
For sure.
that's yo.
Oh yeah, I already know y'all gonna hold it down. I'm just letting the viewers know just in case they
Oh
ain't
yeah,
know.
gonna have this shit slamming, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, people do carry demons on them.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. They'll carry them to the next relationship too. I've seen it happen.
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen it happen.
Yeah.
You know, that trauma from that last relationship or the relationship before last, whatever, I've seen it carry over into the new relationship, and motherfuckers that had to pay for everybody else's mistakes.
I've done it before. I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. Like initially bringing something and I'm like, you know what, this ain't that. Let me.
Yeah. Oh, I've done it.
Gotta
I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it as well. I've done it before.
Oh yeah.
So,
Here, had to remember, like, oh, wait a minute, because you know what it is? It's a trigger. It could be something that happened fast that triggered you, that your body just remembered, your brain just remembered it, and you just carry that same reaction that you had from previous to now because you never worked on it really.
Yeah.
So it's a trigger.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yes.
Well, we definitely appreciate everybody, and we'll come back next Tuesday. Y'all already know what time it is, man.
Right.
We appreciate y'all. We out of here.
It's your boy to the Izzo.
Peace.
Holla.